Hey guys, this is James here with Next Level Collectors. How is it going? I got with me today Joe Rich. How's it going, Joe?
It's going good, James. How are you, buddy?
Fantastic, man. I really can't lie, to be honest with you. Welcome back to the channel.
Can I ask you,
Sure,
can I ask
what's
you
up,
a question? Can I ask you a question? Why is there Elmer's glue to the right?
This is also the craft room. So I do crafts in here occasionally.
Okay.
But so as many of you guys may or may not know, Joe is back with us. Unfortunately, we did record a video last week and we had some technical difficulties, so we weren't able to get the video out there for you guys to watch. And
Yeah,
you know, it's so I'm trying OBS Studio, and maybe at some point, once I figure it out, I'll make a video about it on my other channel. I don't know. But anyways, you know, we had the echo repeating audio from Joe's end, and it was just a nightmare. Come to figure out, like, everything has an audio source. I have like 12 audio sources, and it's just whatever. Anyways, so let's get into it, guys. We wanted to talk about some news that we had, and our top picks of the week. I will say that this week kind of really creeped up on us, right, Joe? I mean, wouldn't you say so?
My God, it feels like we just recorded the last one, which was last week. Yeah, definitely.
It's been crazy, man. Like this weekend and everything. Like it's just been so hectic getting everything going, and today just went by so quick. So, anyways, we'll talk about our top 5 picks, and we got a couple other things coming your way this week later from Next Level Collectors and Toy Radiation. Isn't that right, Joe? Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Joe has the occasional mail call videos he does, and a lot of other things. And hey,
actually, that and I'm dropping off, I want to say 25 to 30 books to a local guy that works for CGC this week. So this Wednesday.
Awesome. That'll be a cool video. It'd be great to maybe at some point do a video where we talk about the cost of getting your books graded and all that stuff, because I think a lot of people are interested in that. They don't know where to go, how to do it, you know, how much it costs. The website makes it sound really expensive. If you look on CGC, it's just kind of nuts, right?
Yeah, it's not cheap, but I mean, if you want your books, you know, secure, safe, in a nice case, and something that you always have, I think it's well worth it.
In some instances, you can quadruple your investment with getting your comics graded too, if that's something you're looking to do, flip them.
Right.
So anyways, let's get into this week's top 5. I'm going to do my best. Like I said, this week really creeped up on us, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to look over everything. But we do have our top 1 pick guaranteed to, you know, at some point make you something, you know, or at least make a good read out of it. So without further ado, I think my 5th pick of the week is going to have to be Absolute Carnage number 5. I know, Joe, you like Donny Cates, but you're not super crazy about what he's doing with the comic book industry. And, you know, I'll put a link to that video down below if you guys are interested in watching it. He has some interesting points, and, you know, I do agree with you in some aspects, but I do understand, you know, also why he does that. You know, he gets paid based on sales, you know what I mean? Make the big bucks. You got to sell your product. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is.
I do think this book, though, that you had at number 5 will be an important book, because there is a version that is a classified version, which is the action figure version, and no one has seen it yet. Yeah. So this might be the book that Dylan Brock turns into his symbiote form. So if anyone's looking for that, I don't know, I have a funny feeling that this number 5 will be an important issue.
All right, I'll have to check. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. I mean, it's the Absolute Carnage series. It's symbiotes. It's Venom. You know.
You can't lose.
Yeah, really can't. Honestly, I'm all for it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great book. I don't know how much longer this run's gonna go for. Do you know? Did they say? Is it a 5, 6, 7, 10 infinite run?
Yeah, it's almost done because I think they want to get into the next like Venom
Yeah.
Island. I think they're making way. I think this course. I think people are kind of. I don't know. I think they're kind of sick and tired of it. Maybe I just there's so many variants to keep up with. I don't mind if there's like one or two per book,
Yeah.
but like when you get into like the 6, 7, 8 different kinds of variants, like it just gets so repetitive and like I just feel like it's a money making monster
Oh yeah. I mean,
that will
absolutely,
yeah
absolutely.
I just yeah. I you know what, I made a video about Donny Cates ruining the comic industry. I think the actual Marvel and DC and us will ruin it because we chase um the blingy flashy variants
Oh, yeah.
where we should be chasing the already, the stuff that we know is will always be there, like the blue chip books. And me and you discussed this earlier, so there's a if you care where you're placing your money, certain books are like guarantees, and like this newer stuff, to me, it's just flashy stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I really do. I agree with you on that point because it really has become. I feel like it's getting to that point again where we're gonna do this big explosion and then it's gonna collapse. I mean, maybe it won't. Maybe it's gonna just keep climbing upwards. Who knows? Maybe
I
we're gonna
I hope
involve more people.
I hope it collapses. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good for the
I
investor, right?
I hope it does, and I'll be able to pick up all the books that I can't afford right now, and I'll buy multiple copies of them
Yeah,
because
and that's another thing.
things waves.
Yeah,
So like, if it comes back down again, it's gonna go back up.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing, man. Comics have gotten expensive. You know, five
They're
bucks
not.
a copy is actually kind of freaking robbing me, man. For these newer books,
It's
whew.
it's crazy. These newer books are insane.
Yeah,
They're just
you can't pick
insane.
up all the comics you want because you're just like, dude, I'd spend $100 a week, just to
Yeah,
read some
some
comic books. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's like, man, maybe I should just switch to the online reading platform and just pay the $10 a month or whatever it is, the Marvel Unlimited, and go from there and just read them that way. I mean, it saved me
yeah,
money at the end of the day. But what do I get out of it? I don't get much
yeah.
money out of my investment. You know what I mean?
No, it sucks because there's people like me that want to sit on the toilet and read a comic book,
Yeah,
or just you know what I mean. And I like that tangible.
yeah, agreed.
I don't like. I'm on this damn phone device already enough. I don't want to be on it any more than I have to.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
the comic industries really have to. If they were smart, they wouldn't try to keep up with one another. They would look outside the box and be like, let's look after the collector or the investor or the flipper, and let's make these affordable for them. So Marvel and DC should be like, how can we make this better for you guys? But they're not. They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think so. There's that aspect too of the variants are kind of cool because you get a lot of different artists involved, and some people like different artist styles, so it is kind of cool. At the end of the day, you can collect the style you want. But yeah, I agree. It's getting crazy. But anyways, so on to our next one. I'm gonna say out of all of the comics that are coming out, Captain Marvel number 12 sounds promising. Actually, how do you feel about that one? You heard anything about it, Joe?
Yeah, I have. There's a first appearance of. Don't quote me. Is it evil? There's definitely a first appearance. It's a villain.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know. Do you have
she's
her
like the
name?
evil Captain Marvel.
Yeah, is it Stardust or something?
Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Got the name of it,
Yeah,
but
she's
yeah,
cool.
there's a lot of hype.
Yeah, there is a lot going on with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think this one. I think this one has got some potential. Yeah, I would definitely pick it up if you
Yeah,
can. I mean,
if you're a Captain Marvel fan, it's worth picking up. If you're an investor,
yeah, I'm not.
it might have some
Yeah,
legs in the future.
I'm. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Captain Marvel at all. I don't
You know,
like.
I don't like what they did with her. I don't like her character in the movies. I think she's kind of cocky. You know, all the other characters are
Yeah,
fun and cool, and she just comes in like, I'm this cool badass, and you know, blah blah blah. And I didn't like it. I didn't like that aspect of her character. Don't get me wrong. I liked the Captain Marvel movie. I hated her role in Endgame.
I have no interest in seeing the movie. I don't think I ever will watch the movie. I don't want to waste my time. I did not give any money to the movie theater. To be honest with you, I like characters more like Rogue or Jubilee stuff. I'd rather see characters like that. But the new Marvel, like I feel like they're just forcing characters down people's
Jubilee's
throats.
a funny character.
I mean,
you can tell me honestly you like Jubilee.
I don't hate her.
All right. Let's sparkle fingers.
I mean, I see that stuff that I grew up with, though,
yeah,
James.
Completely. I understand that. My wife, same way. She's anything X-Men, really. Almost anything X-Men. She's like all over that. She loves it. I had to pick up the whole House of X and Powers of X series so she could stay up to date. She's like, I don't know what's going on anymore. So yeah, that was her birthday surprise was what she got. Another one I think is worth mentioning. I'm kind of half and half on this one. Deadpool #1 or Spiderverse #2. How do you feel about those two?
I think you can't go wrong with either of those. There's just such a strong fan base with both of them. And what's good about the Spider? Now, there's a first appearance in that Deadpool, the new King Deadpool or whatever it's called. The first appearance in that, but with Spider-Verse, there's just like so much going on with the movies right now that anything Spider-Verse is fire. It's straight slaps. So I would definitely invest. And like, you can't go with anything Spider-Man. I mean, you really can't. There's just, I mean, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I know you are too. Why not?
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with Spider-Man. I mean, I even like Miles. I can't even lie. I think the only Spider-Verse character I'm not super huge on, and maybe it's just because I haven't read much about her, is Silk. But she's got a cool costume. I like her costume, but I just haven't read much about her. I don't know.
You don't know much about her now, but I got a feeling she's going to blow up. I think that was one of the books that I mentioned to you the other day that people should start buying.
Yeah. What is that? What the hell book was that?
It's is it Original Sins #4? Something like that.
I think you're right. Yeah, you did mention that. I agree with you.
I know. I know. I have a few of them. I bought them way back for like, I think I was picking them up for like $12, and then I got the variant, which is the Ramos variant. I was picking that up cheap too, and that, I mean, both of those are just, I don't think you can go wrong, to be honest with you.
So that puts us at 4, doesn't it? We count both of those as one individuals. I mean, they're both great comics. I mean, there's a bunch to mention this week. I mean, I can't even like fathom, like, there's just so many comics out. It's insane. Like even 2099 Alpha #1, I thought that had a spark in my mind. It's because I'm a huge fan of the 2099 series, but I would say that's a good special mention. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? Back in the day, I mean, I got hooked in. Was it early middle 90s, late 90s when they started coming out with the Ghost Rider 2099s and the Spider-Man. I got hooked. I'm not gonna lie. They definitely hooked me. So I loved that Spider-Man 2099 cover. That was sweet. I loved the outer design.
Which one?
With the red shiny on the metallic on the outside. That was cool. I loved that like
they also
techie look.
That one's good. But if you look, the one that's super hot is Marvel Legends came out with a Spider-Man 2099 figure, and with that figure they came out with that comic you just mentioned, but instead of the red, there's a white outline. Do you know what I'm talking about, James, or no?
I think so.
You probably you might not, but that one's super hot. That one's probably the one to get. if you can find that one.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet figure if I know what you're speaking of. But so on to our last one that I think is definitely our Bye Bye Baby of comic of the week is He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse #1. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's
This one's got. It's got a first appearance of the Anti-Eternia.
Yeah. So that'll be cool.
And anything. This has got my interest big time. This would. I definitely agree. This is my #1 pick this week. I would say buy more than one issue. One to read on the toilet and damage, and one to keep in the bag.
One for fecal matter.
Well, hopefully you're not wiping your ass with these books.
That makes some expensive toilet paper.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think He-Man's got. I think they're gonna reboot the movie series. I think once they make a movie, I think there will be like He-Man 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Like I really think if they do it right, they gotta do it justice. Like the one from I want to say 87 with Dolph Lundgren. Now, obviously, I like that movie just because it was a live action movie of He-Man. So
you were like,
how can you not like?
Awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome. But if you watch it now, and if you were to show someone of a younger age that movie, they'd be like, "What is this garbage?"
Oh my God. Watching it now would be terrible.
It's watching it now might be a little painful, but like I said, if they redo He-Man and do it justice, everything He-Man will just be straight flame. Everything will be en fuego, and it's hot now. Can you just imagine?
It's
definitely
because I really liked. Have you ever watched those weird, goofy Skeletor He-Man commercials they did? They were from some German company, and they were like super awesome. I was like, "This is hilariously awesome!" And Skeletor's like, "Skeletor!" He starts dancing around the city. It was ridiculous. Maybe I'll plop a clip in here.
I like how my mom just like walks by the video as it's recorded. Yeah, hi mom. She goes, "Hi, Mom."
That was Joe's mom, everyone.
That was Joe's mom.
But those are our top 5 of the week, and I agree with you. I think He-Man's going to be a good one to pick up, and I do think that they're going to have a He-Man comic. Maybe you know what? Maybe at this point we'll see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as He-Man. How ridiculous would that be?
That'd be awesome.
Or drop a pick here, Terry Crews as He-Man. Have you seen that floating around?
Oh yeah.
That one was actually pretty good. I can't believe he did that. Somebody like made it an artistry, and he went with it.
I know.
That was awesome. I like Terry Crews. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
So let's go into our final segment of the video of the night, and that is the dollar bin find of the week. Joe, you got one for us this week?
Yeah, I do. It's called Echo of Future Past. #1. Now, if you look, and James will put a picture of this book up. So Echo of Future Past. Now, if you look at the cover, everyone. It's an ugly cover, I'm not going to lie. Actually, it's probably one of the ugliest covers and ugliest books you'll ever see. But, and that's a huge but, inside of it has a first appearance, and a very important first appearance. If all of you can remember Bucky O'Hare. Now, Bucky O'Hare was a character from outer space. Obviously, he was would you say a bunny rabbit, James?
Sure.
I think he was a bunny rabbit. But he was, they tried. I think it was a successful character. They tried really ramming that character through, like, down people's throats. I mean, he had a cartoon series, he had a toy line, and he had his own NES video game, which speaks volumes. If they're making a video game out of a character, that means he's something in this whole cartoon / comic universe. So if he ever, and you can get that book cheap, really cheap, and I think it's worth picking up a few copies of it. So if they ever decide to bring that character back, that book will just skyrocket.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And that's probably going to be one of those harder to find type of books too, when it does.
Yeah.
Because it's old.
Echo of Future Past #1. So that's my dollar bin find of the week.
Word. That's a good find, everybody. Take a look at it, and hopefully you find a couple copies. If you find a great copy, share it with us, please. And if you enjoyed this segment with me and Joe here, we'll be doing this every Monday, Tuesday. Every Monday, Tuesday night, and we'll hopefully have the video Tuesday before comic books drop. So subscribe to our channel. Check out our Facebook page. I'll leave links in the description here. I'll leave a nice little subscribe to my channel button also, in case you for some reason missed the subscribe button. But definitely check out our Facebook page and our website. We got a lot going on. I post blogs also on the website, so keep up to date with those. And definitely check out Joey's Toy Radiation channel. He does a lot of cool stuff. He does a lot of spec talk, a lot of mail calls, and a lot of what would you say? Hot topics, right? We'll call it hot.
Yeah,
topics.
I'll have a lot of CGC. Yeah, a lot of CGC submissions moving forward. I got a ton of books to get graded.
Yes.
So.
And then later this week, I'll have a video for you guys. We're going to be talking about one of the down in the dumps characters that nobody knows about. No, half the people haven't even heard about, but it's definitely worth checking out. And subscribe to my channel, and you'll get notified about that. But that's all we got for tonight. Joe, thank you for joining me again, as usual. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy having you on the show and enjoy having you part of the team. It's been really awesome.
Thanks, brother.
So
likewise, buddy.
Until next time, guys. Peace.